Heading back into Mortal Kombat 11 action today. And we're pretty much heading back into our normal routine for Mortal Kombat 11, which is what we've been doing for about 2 weeks. Checking out a new character in training mode, then in their character tutorial to learn the mechanics of their moves. Then into the arcade tower to do a little bit of gameplay against the AI and see their ending. And then heading online for a little bit over an hour, usually around 90 minutes. And then maybe checking out some Towers of Time and stuff with them, okay? So it should be pretty fun. What character am I going to play today? I don't know. I have a few candidates. I can tell you this right now. I'm tired of playing what's considered low-tier characters because I really don't do any research when it comes to fighting games at launch. I don't know who people consider good characters or not. But apparently the last few characters that I've checked out, like Kitana, Johnny Cage, etc., apparently are not considered very good in the game, competitively. And it basically, pisses me off because, there's certain characters here that are staples of the franchise that now they kind of stink in this version. That's not good, So for me, I want to at least play a character that seems like they can hang online, so when I go to play other people, it's not like being dominated by people who just have way better moves, way better mid-screen neutral game. You know what I mean? Being completely locked down by people just because they picked a character is pretty annoying. So that being said, today I have a few characters in mind. Here's a few of my ideas. Kotal Khan, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya, and maybe Cassie, I was thinking. Or some people were saying Aaron Black. Those are kind of the characters I had in mind for today. I'm only picking one of them, obviously. I'm going to think about it here on pre-stream and kind of, see what kind of thing I want to do. For me, every one of those characters has a strong game depending on certain things. Kotal Khan has insane range, which is awesome, especially if you're playing online. Scorpion has the ridiculously safe teleport, especially if you meter burn it. It's very hard online to punish it. And you can cancel a lot of moves into it as well for mixing up stuff. Sub-Zero has a crazy good high-low mix-up game. Between his really fast overhead, his hit string that starts low and then goes into a mid, and the fact that he has a pretty large combo ability into the freeze as well as into a crushing blow, seems to be one of the best characters in the game. Sonya, don't even get me started on her. She's, again, high-low mix-up game. That's incredibly good. You have to know all her hit strings in order to block properly. If she hits you once, it can lead to a ginormous juggle combo. She also has great range with her ring band ranged gameplay. So, pretty good. Aaron Black, I mean, Jesus. Aaron Black has absolutely everything. He can zone you. He can rush you down. He can mix you up with combos. He has a full-screen fatal blow that's probably arguably the best one in the game. And as we've seen from when I did my open lobby this weekend, he's pretty broken online. Almost impossible to block because of online play adding the additional lag to your inputs. His dropkick is so fast, you can almost never even block it on reaction. Which is pretty sad. Among other things, who else did I just mention? Cassie. Cassie as well has a lot of tools. I don't think Cassie's as good as Sonya, but I think Cassie has some really good tools with mixing up, etc. So, that being said, I'm not sure. We'll see. Let me talk on pre-stream. I'll hang out with you guys a little bit here, and then I will probably determine by the end of the pre-stream who it is that I actually want to try out, in the game today, okay? So, we'll be a full 4-hour stream of Mortal Kombat 11. Will I be doing crypt stuff today? I don't know. It really depends on how much I unlock, because doing the lobbies on Sunday that I didn't really unlock that much. Typically when I do a 4-hour session of Mortal Kombat, I unlock hundreds of thousands of coin and stuff, and I don't think I really did that on Sunday. So we'll see. By near the end of today's stream, we'll take a look at how much currency and stuff I have, and if I have a lot, maybe we'll go back into the crypt and open some chests and stuff. We'll see. Okay? Okay, later tonight, I'll be doing MLB The Show 19, a 2+ hour chill stream of that tonight. As you know, when I play MLB, it ends up being one of my chillest streams because there's really not that much going on in the game besides hitting baseballs and fielding baseballs. But the good news is the last time that I played, I did get promoted to the AAA leagues. So now I'm playing different teams. I'm playing in different arenas / stadiums. And there's even talk in the game that I'm going to make it to the Seattle Mariners soon-ish. Due to my performance. So finally, after some like 10 to 12 hours of gameplay, the game finally picked up a little bit last time. So it's going to be fun, not only just hanging out and relaxing and chilling with you guys, but doing a little bit more MLB gameplay and seeing if we can get promoted or even further. Okay? Alrighty then. Tomorrow, we will be returning to Days Gone. Which, by the way, if you have not been following the playthrough recently, I don't blame you because the first 10 hours of Days Gone weren't very good. The game actually was quite slow in its first 10 hours, and then all of a sudden, the last 2 sessions that I played, it picked up big time. Yesterday, in particular, was 100% interesting story development. You got to learn about more of the backstory of the zombie / freakers, whatever you want to call them. We learned a ton more about them in the lore of the game, and hoping that we'll learn even more the further we go in. Boozer had a lot of character development during the course of the game. We learned a lot about the people in the new camp that we ran into, like Lost, or Lost Lake, excuse me. And it just was really fun. And I'm like, why the hell wasn't the beginning of the game this fun? Why force people to play through 10 hours of kind of shitty gameplay to get to the good meat of the game? That doesn't hook players. And I almost get the feeling this is why the game was reviewed so mediocrely. You know what I mean? Everyone kind of said, yeah, it's okay. That's why. If they had started with the good stuff, like a perfect comparison here. The Last of Us starts up with the zombie apocalypse breaking out, all hell breaking loose, the backstory of Joel, and then you fast forward immediately to the present where the world is post-apocalyptic. Now you're learning the sneaking gameplay for the first time and stuff. That's the way you start a game. You don't start it, a brief 5-minute, not even 5-minute cutscene, and I'll throw you into boring gameplay for 10 hours. Oh, now it's going to get good. Like, modern game design baffles me sometimes. Because we have games to learn off of, but it's like a lot of these game devs just ignore them. And I say game devs, but what I really should say is management, because you realize there's people who are in control of these projects creatively. I mean, there have been good games with this formula, so why are you not following the fucking formula? You know, I just don't know. But anyway, see, that's the thing. You see, now here you go. Fergian Jesus says, Last of Us starts strong, the stuff after that is A. Right, but the thing is, because the game starts strong, it hooks you. And even though you're right, the early gameplay mechanics and everything are kind of meh, it's okay because you're hooked on that intro of the game and you want to keep playing to see what's going to happen and to get more information and everything. Last of Us, excuse me. Days Gone doesn't do that. Days Gone, the intro is kind of meh, and then the gameplay immediately is boring. Oh, go burn some fucking nests. What? No, that's busy work for later. That shouldn't be a giant chunk of the early part of the game. Clearing Nero outposts and burning nests should not be your focus early in the game, yet it is. So there you go. That's my take on the game. But the game's better now. That's what I mean. The whole point here I'm trying to tell you guys is the game actually is better in my opinion. The story has picked up big time. It's actually very interesting now. So I hope you guys will come back tomorrow. If you haven't caught up on the playthrough yet on DSPGaming over on YouTube, please do and come back tomorrow for the stream because it seems to have actually gotten interesting now. And I'm actually excited to jump back into the game tomorrow to see how the game progresses. Okay? Tomorrow night, I'll be doing another stream of Black Ops 4 Blackout Battle Royale. I played this on, what was it, Saturday night? It was either Friday or Saturday night. I can't specifically remember. And it was weird. It was like the opposite day. Because typically when I play this game, it takes me a little bit to warm up. And then I usually start having some good matches near the end of my said stream. And sometimes I'll even win a match. And usually I make top 5. When I played it on the last session, the first match I got top 5. And then after that, I pretty much never did well. After that, yeah, I could not get anything going in another match after that. And I was like, damn, it's like really literally the opposite of what usually happens. But anyway, we'll see. You know, it'll be another fun session of that tomorrow night, and we'll see how that goes. Okay? Thursday is my day off this week, FYI. Okay. And then Friday I'll be back with more Days Gone and some, oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. Oh, that's right. Life is Strange 2, Episode 3. That Life is Strange 2 Episode 3 is coming out on Thursday, but I'm off on Thursday, so I'll be back on Friday to play that as my late stream on Friday. Why am I playing Days Gone again? It's very simple, because Saturday, we're doing our next open lobby. When I say we, I mean myself, Brian, and Kekken will be here with an open lobby to challenge viewers. And unlike what we did last time, where it was the three of us just playing each other for like 2 hours, we're just going to go right into the open lobby stuff. And so we're all going to start challenging each other. It'll be a 4-hour session of just kind of playing in a circle and playing various people. It should be fun. Especially because I'll have another character to try out, whoever I pick today. And that's why I'm doing Days Gone both tomorrow and Friday, because I don't want to do Mortal Kombat 2 days in a row. I'm afraid if I do, I'll get burned out, okay? Plus, from all reports, Days Gone is incredibly long, so it would be nice if in 2 straight days of doing it, I'll get much further into the game and see how far we are, okay? So, that should be fun. That's Saturday's main gameplay stream, and then Saturday night, I'm going to probably do a session of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Our weekly, at least weekly, if not 2 times a week, you know, session of narration and voice acting. We're in the 3rd case now. And then we'll go from there. You know, this week, I'm going to be alternating again between Mortal Kombat and Days Gone. And then on Tuesday of this coming week, May 14th, it's the release of Rage 2. So finally, a new high-profile release for the month of May coming up in a week's time from today. And I'm very excited for that. Id Software, great development company. Rage 1 was not so good, in my opinion. But since then, they've released multiple Wolfenstein games as well as the Doom reboot. And I think both of those games were absolutely exceptional. Okay? So I actually have some pretty high hopes for Rage 2. And that should be quite fun. Hopefully it ends up being pretty good. Okay? So there you go. That's kind of the rough schedule you guys can expect for the next week. I hope you're happy with that. You know, now that the variety is back of me balancing the chill streams with the more serious playthroughs during the early daytime, that's what you can look forward to. All right. Now, oh, man, guys, 2 more days of me sweating it out. If you're not aware, here in Washington State, this week, things are heating up. Even though it's only May, we're getting temperatures that are near summer level. Today, it's supposed to be in the 70s. And that's degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. By the end of the week, it's supposed to be in the 80s. Now, normally that's okay. The problem is, this heats up my office tremendously during the day. And since it heats up my office, I am sweating in here. It's nasty. It is first of all, it smells. I'm not even kidding. Like, the office heats up like an oven. Everything in here starts to be stuffy. It smells. And it's fucking hot as shit. And I have to work in here. You know where else I can do the work, right? The problem is normally I would put the air conditioner in the window, but I didn't realize I don't have the insulating foam tape that I need to put all the air conditioner stuff into the window. So I'm stuck today and tomorrow working in this heat in my office. Right now it's probably in the 80s degrees, and later today it'll probably hit in the 90s. So I would actually be a little bit patient with me. I am playing Mortal Kombat today. It's going to frustrate me that I'm trying to play a fighting game while I'm sweating it out. But I'm going to do my best. The good news is the late streams end up being a lot cooler because the sun's away. But for now, the sun's out beating on my front office wall, and things are heating up. It sucks. So, you know, we shall see how this goes. You are correct. Some people work outside all day, women's feet. However, they don't work outside all day in a small, confined office with tons of electronics running. What you don't realize is what that does. It makes the air very, very stuffy and stale and actually hard to breathe. And it's allergy season to boot. So it's like everything combined to be a shitty work situation. So I'm just letting you guys know, FYI, you know, if I start to get agitated or whatever, or I need to stop to blow my nose, or even walk out of here for 5 minutes to take an unscheduled break, I might have to. I am toughing it out these days until I can finally go and buy that insulating foam tape on Thursday on my day off so I can put the air conditioner in for Friday, which I'm absolutely going to need. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, so. I think that's really it for the housekeeping style stuff I wanted to talk about today. I guess what we'll do now is move on to the plugs. Alright, the plugs segment of the pre-stream until we get to the shout-out segment. Alright, so first of all, thank you all for over 11 years of allowing me to be a content creator on the internet. Sharing my gameplay experiences with all of you daily has been an amazing ride. I love doing it, and I'm looking forward to doing it, obviously, more in the future. If you love my gameplay streams, 6 out of 7 days a week, if you love the on-demand long-form videos that I'm posting up on my YouTube channel, DSPGaming, and you love all of the content that I put out on a daily basis and you want to see it continue, it is through your crowdfunding support and efforts that allows me to keep doing it. You know, YouTube does not cut the mustard anymore. They fell out about 2 years ago. There's no way that someone like me could make a living just making YouTube videos anymore. The ad revenue is absolutely terrible over there. So I rely on you guys and your contributions to keep me going, okay? Just being very honest here. And so, if you love everything and you want to see it keep going, there's many ways that you can contribute to keep this going, all right? The first is my Patreon over at patreon.com/darksidephil, and I want to give a shout out to those who did pledge to my Patreon in the month of April. Much appreciated. By now, I've heard back from more than a few people, and you should be getting your perks for the month shortly. For those who don't know what Patreon is, it's a place where you can pledge monthly contributions, to myself and my business, and you earn things called perks as a thank you reward to give back. So, for example, you could get premium forum access where you can nominate and vote on games for special events. Most notably, the special event coming up I'll talk about in just a moment because it's based off of our sub-goal here, the retrospective event. You can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which is going to happen later this month. Or you can even get a private Q&A video made where you can just basically ask me whatever you want, and I'll take 20 minutes or more to answer it in a private video for you, or you could share that video, whatever you want, okay? So some pretty good stuff. Please check it out, patreon.com/darksidephil, and thanks to anyone who pledges already. I have a Teespring merchandise store, all right, where you can buy all kinds of fun stuff, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, stickers, etc. It's high-quality stuff. I can personally attest to it because, as you'll see right now, I'm actually wearing one of the shirts. I know I'm tiny on camera here. This is the I'm Pressing Button shirt. I usually try to wear this when I play fighting games. I've owned this shirt for over 2 years. I launched my Teespring store in February of 2017. This was one of the first lines of product, and I bought it right away. I've worn this shirt probably 30, 40 times on stream and washed it a bunch, and it's never, look, it's not worn out whatsoever. It's high-quality fabric. It's good stuff. And everything that I sell on Teespring is good stuff. I choose the high-quality products and not the low-grade stuff because I want you guys to get high-quality products when you buy them. I don't want something that's just going to wear out, okay? So give it a look. Anything you buy from my Teespring store, you get a cool collectible, and obviously it helps me out. That's at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Okay? Now, if you were here live on the stream, all right, and you were having fun and you're enjoying it, and you want to contribute during the stream and get a shout out for your contribution, you absolutely can. If you either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel or tip me during a live stream, I will give you a live shout out. Now, keep in mind what I say on my stream is subjective. I have to abide by Twitch's terms of service as well as make sure that I keep things in line for the kind of stream that I like to put out. And therefore, I would ask that you follow the stream rules, including, please, no negativity, no insults towards myself or others, no negative memes toward myself or other content creators as well. No excessive spamming of emotes. Please, if you wanted me to do a shout out, don't give me 100 song lyrics. I'm not going to read them all. In general, I try to stay away from hot topics like politics and religion that have absolutely nothing to do with my gameplay streams. The whole point of you coming out here today is to spend some time with me, to chill with me, and to share in with my gameplay experiences and interact with me a little bit, right? We're not here to cause drama or be negative. So, please, most people get it in general, but just got to lay that groundwork out just for newcomers and the like, okay? Okay, so, yes, I'd be very happy to give you all shout-outs for your contributions during the live stream. In addition, as you can see at the top of the stream, we've got a stream stats leaderboard that tracks things such as the top cheerer of the day, the top tipper of the day, as well as the running tally of how many subs we have. I will update that by the end of the pre-stream to see if anything's changed, okay? So, a few housekeeping things. First of all, we have a sub goal this month of 500 subs. If we hit 500 subscribers at any point during the month of May, we're bringing back the retrospective special marathon event. This is an event that I've done a few times before, and every single time has been incredibly successful, where attendees really enjoy it and say, wow, we really like going down memory lane with you because you're one of the few content creators that's been around so long. We can really review the wide gamut of stuff you've done over the years, okay? So, things that we've reviewed during this event in the past have been vlogging, series such as DSP Tries It or Cooking with the King, game reviews, year-end series, Project 7, as well as many gaming moments over the years. So, I'm looking forward to doing another one, but if you want to do it, we have to hit the sub goal for the month, so please consider subscribing. What do you get for subscribing? A lot of stuff. You get access to over 30 emotes here on the channel. You also get the ability to not have to watch ads. Okay? So if I'm running an ad break, you don't have to watch them. I know no one likes advertisements. And you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been an ongoing supporter. Okay? So please consider subbing today. If you want to know how to contribute via any method, all you need to do is type exclamation point and then the name of the contribution method into the stream chat. So if you're like, well, I wonder how I sub, type exclamation point sub into the stream chat and you'll get instructions. Same thing with exclamation point cheer or exclamation point tip. All right, in particular, right now, because of what's going on with some stuff behind the scenes, excuse me, which I'm not going to talk about. I don't feel that I need to dump on you guys every single day about shit going on in my life, just being very honest with all of you. And you don't need to know my full fucking bullshit sob stories. And I say bullshit not because they're bullshit, meaning they're false, because I'm always dealing with bullshit behind the scenes, and I'm tired of it. I would really like to just be able to just have a time of my life where there's not some nonsense going on trying to screw me over behind the scenes, but I'm not going to even talk about it at this point because it doesn't concern you guys, all right? But the bottom line is, right now, if you guys want to help me the absolute most, tipping me is the way to do it. If you tip me, those are funds that I have access to immediately, and I can use to do things like pay my bills this month, and I really need the help because of a lot of other factors going on. So please, if you would like to help me out, all right, please consider tipping me today on stream. There's two ways you can tip me. There's a tips jar button that should show up below the stream you can click on, or as I've already mentioned, you can type exclamation point tip into the stream chat to bring up a link to tip, all right? So two methods. Now, a few things about tipping that you need to know. The first is you don't need a PayPal account to tip anybody. You can tip via a credit card, or you could tip via a debit card. So no PayPal account required. That's a misconception a lot of people have. The second is you don't have to get a shout out or be known if you tip. You can actually be an anonymous tipper. So if you're one of the people who like my content, but you're afraid, oh man, I don't want to get negative attention for contributing to a streamer on Twitch, which could happen sometime, you can just do it anonymously. And therefore, no one will know it's you, and there's no way you could have any negativity thrown towards you. Okay? So please consider tipping me today, all right? It helps me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. That's the best way to contribute today, all right? Now, before we get to shout-outs, which we're about to do, one final thing. For those who maybe haven't been around recently, you're not aware, but I am trying to sell my collectibles/statue collection that has been sitting in my storage nook for about 5 years at this point. I'm talking really high-quality statues. For example, the Joker from DC Comics, Poison Ivy from Batman lore, Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 9. It's a Mortal Kombat 9 Scorpion statue. A Cobra Commander diorama. Thanos posing with a glowing Infinity Gauntlet along with Mistress Death. The She-Hulk full-body statue figure. The Hulk, ginormous fucking figure. Among others, I'm trying to think, because I have Guile from Street Fighter 2. I have many, many statues in this collection that I'm trying to get rid of, all right? The truth of the matter is, you know, I really need the support and the money right now to help pay my bills. I don't need these things lying around anymore, but I'm not just going to consider selling them to anyone because there's been a lot of people who tried to troll me over the years. So, for example, if you're a stream regular, if you're someone who I recognize, if you're someone who I've had interaction with, and I'm probably going to, recognize you, more than likely I would consider selling these to you at a large discounted rate. To give you a perfect example, I have a longtime viewer and fan who I knew who was very interested in my Portal replica gun. And that gun is worth over $1,000, and I sold it to him for less than half price. Okay? And I was like, listen, this is something that I know you're going to make use of. You're going to treat it well, and you're going to get a lot of use out of it, and resell value is huge, and I need the money. So that's just an example, all right? I want to sell this stuff, but I don't want to be bothered with trolls, and at the same time, I want it to go to someone who's going to take care of it and who's going to respect it and like it. You know what I mean? So, if anything that I just described to you, all right, sounds like you, please, contact me. Email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Let's talk, because I need to get rid of this shit. It's taking up storage space. I need the money. All right, so let's get this going. I used to make videos 4 years ago about selling this stuff, and I sold a few, and then basically everyone contacting me was just trolls, and I don't want to deal with that shit anymore. So, sound good? All right. Fair enough. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's do some shout-outs for those who have contributed, okay? Knows Nobody, you're absolutely correct. He says, I would buy the Hulk statue, but I'm in the European Union. Shipping would be insane. You are correct. Just to give you guys an estimate, all right, the portal gun only weighed, I believe, 5 pounds, and to ship it to the East Coast cost $70 fucking dollars. $70. What the fuck? That's what the shipping cost was. That's insanity. But that shipping cost is insane unless you have an arrangement like Amazon, right? Amazon has crazy good shipping arrangements with all these shipping companies. They could ship for incredibly discounted rates. $70 fucking dollars to ship a 5-pound item across the United States. So can you imagine how much it costs via to get it to the European Union? It's not economical. It would be like you're paying more for shipping than the fucking statue you're buying yourself. Okay? Good Lord. Okay. So all that being said, guys, let's now get to shout-out, shall we? All right. Okay, so, first of all, let's go ahead. Whoop, things are screwed up. Okay, here we go. Looks like overnight we had a couple contributions I'd like to give credit for. We had Tantamounter, who did a 200-bit cheer overnight. Thank you very much, Tantamounter, for the 200-bit cheer overnight. And I should bring this up, guys. If you are going to cheer today, please use the cheer emote Bleed Purple. I believe this promotion is still running on Twitch. If you cheer with Bleed Purple, you actually give 10% bonus bits to the cheerer or to the streamer in question. And it costs you nothing. Okay? So please consider doing it. It helps me out a little bit more, and obviously it's no skin off your back. All right? Samson overnight tipped me $1.50 and said, did you hear about the streamer who's been playing the same Minecraft survival mode for 5 years, and it all ended by being killed by baby zombies, and in that mode, once you die, it erases your entire world. Baby in the chat, you might want to shut the hell up. You're literally talking out of your ass. Just listen to what he just said. He almost said UPS. That's confirmation he's shipping via a private courier instead of taking advantage of USPS's flat rate boxes that probably will be less than $50. Wrong! USPS's flat rate boxes suck ass. USPS's flat rate boxes are very small, and you can't actually put any of these statues in them because you can't have a dimension more than 12 inches. Every statue I have has a dimension over 12 inches. So please stop talking out of your asshole. The truth of the matter is I am shipping via USPS, but they charge an arm and a leg whenever it's something over 12 inches. They charge a ton of money. And that's the problem. All these statues are ginormous boxes. Okay? So please stop talking conspiracy theories. In fact, you know what? Now he's talking about, I can't wait to see this in detractor videos on YouTube tomorrow. Okay. Well, guess what? Now you can fucking get banned for trolling. Not only for propagating insulting conspiracy theories, but also for trolling. Now what'll happen is Baby in the chat will now whine to mods for the next day. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't mean it. Oh, I didn't want to be mean to Phil. Oh, he was just angry about something, and no. No, he's being an asshole. He literally is contradicting me in the stream chat, saying I'm a liar. It's because I'm using a bad shipping method. I'm basically saying I'm stupid, and I didn't do my research to figure this shit out. And then he then says, oh, I can't wait to see this in a detractor video on YouTube tomorrow. Well, you know what? You can now see it in a detractor video on YouTube because that'll be the only place where you'll be able to have any kind of interaction because now you're banned from my fucking streams. So enjoy the foot to your fucking ass for acting like an asshole. Congrats, moron. There you go. But like I said, don't worry. He'll be begging the mods behind the scenes to get back into the chat as of tomorrow, even though this is someone who regularly wants to fucking talk shit about me. So, there you go. Alrighty then. Let's go back to what we were doing. Alright. Samson tipped me $1.50. Let's try this again. He said, did you hear about the streamer who's been playing the same Minecraft survival mode for 5 years, and it all ended by being killed by baby zombies, and in that mode, once you die, it erases your entire world? I did hear about this because it was in my Twitter feed, for whatever reason. And I mean, yeah, that sucks. Imagine playing the game for 5 ongoing years and ongoing narrative. Like, just for me, right now, being honest, I've been playing Minecraft since December. So you're talking some of December, January, February, March, April, and now May. Can you imagine if there was permadeath in my Minecraft? Where I died, I lost... Or, I mean, I'll just be honest. Imagine if I just died in a place where I couldn't go back to get my loot. And I had, like, all my diamond armor and everything on. Dude, that would be, like... world-ending crippling. Right? World-ending crippling shit. So... yeah, like, I hear ya. That's probably was pretty damned epic. Pretty damned epic that, sadly, this guy lost 5 years of progress. But you know what? I'm sure it ended a chapter for him, and now he can finally kind of move on and do other stuff, you know? I mean, I'm sure he wanted to keep that going for as long as possible, maybe even get a world record or whatever, but hey, it happens. Shit happens, right? All right. So let's continue. Golden Colts did 4 cheers overnight, and I just want to say shout out and thank you to Golden Colts, who regularly does support overnight when I'm not streaming. Thank you for that. Now we get the people who actually contributed during today's live stream. Okay? Yummy Yum Yums did a 50-bit cheer and said, what do you do with a drunken sailor? That's what you do. You burp directly into his fucking face. Anyway. Thank you for the cheer. First cheer of the day. We got you up there on the leaderboard. Yummy Yum Yums. What a name. All right, continuing on. Good Bunny tipped me $1. Said, I'm a long-time Bad Bunny subscriber. Have you thought of collaborating with him? Maybe you could... no. No. As you guys know, I have zero interest in collabs. I have zero interest in anything. I don't know anything about who this streamer is. People have been talking about this person in my chat room recently. I know nothing about them. I have no interest in doing anything. You guys know exactly what kind of streamer I am. And there you go. No, let's not start drama and let's not start this kind of shit going on. Instead, let's just have fun with my streams on a daily basis. And if you're going to keep, making it about other streamers, well, I guess we're going to have to reevaluate that situation for you, buddy. Okay, then. Kate, she resubbed for 17 months. And said, keep up the good work, Phil. Thank you very much, Kate, for 17 months of support. I appreciate that. Legal Lolly 1838 also resubscribed for 2 months. I don't know about that name, but I appreciate the support. Okay. I got an anonymous $1 tip. Amazing. Someone who's trying to actually get me to basically start beef with the drunken peasants. I'm not stupid and I'm not falling for your tricks. But I do appreciate the $1 tip regardless. So thank you very much for that $1 tip. Then another troll tip me $1 with a message I'm not going to read. This is pretty impressive that these people keep sending me money because they're so stupid. So we're up to $3 in tips. OZM8 tipped me $3.50 and says Cobra Kai never dies. Okay, then. I guess Cobra Kai doesn't die. I wouldn't know. I don't watch that new Cobra Kai show that's on YouTube Red because it's on YouTube Red, so I would never watch it. But thank you for the $3.50 tip. I appreciate that. And that now gets us up to around $6 in tips. I'm not going to put change into the total tips. It's too much of a pain in the ass to keep track of it. But thank you for that. Kanji Monster cheered and said, ballpark estimate for the ME Avenger rifle. I don't know what you mean. If you mean shipping, there's no way for me to tell you. What I would need is your zip code. Once I find out your zip code, I can actually run an estimate and through USPS and see if it's correct. By the way, it's half the time it's wrong. USPS told me it was going to be $25 to ship the fucking portal gun, and then when I went to ship it, it was $70. So great estimate tool, huh? But in general, it's usually close. It's going to be pricey. Trust me, if you live in even the United States, the shipping on that thing is going to be nuts because the box is very, very large. And it weighs, I believe, the weight on that rifle is about 20 pounds. So it's heavy. It's a large box. If you're talking, well, how much I'm selling it for, That's a different story. Because the Avenger Rifle in particular is a very unique story. Here's the story. This unit, this item, was very difficult to ship because of the design of the item. I'm not even kidding you. When I ordered this thing, all right, when I ordered this thing, I had to get 3 of them before I got one that was not broken, okay? Because I guess there's a lot of fragile parts on it. And I know that's annoying, but it is what it is. So I don't know what... I think also the packaging, like some of the packaging was faulty. They have the foam packaging, and the foam packaging wasn't holding it securely enough. So these things are actually quite rare. If you look on the internet trying to find one, no one really sold them. After the initial wave was, sold by the company, who's called, I think, Triforce was the name of the company, no one really resold them at all. Okay? So it's been very difficult to price out the Avenger Rifle. I have no idea what it's worth because no one's resold it. I can tell you this, I'm almost positive when I bought it, it was over $300. It was a very expensive collectible. So, at the least, I'd be trying to at least try to recoup what I paid for the thing, considering the fact that the value probably has gone way up since the thing was sold years and years and years ago. Keep in mind, I bought the Avenger Rifle during the production of Project 7, all right? So we're talking over 7 years ago I bought this thing, and they're very rare, all right? But it's all negligible. It's all negotiable is what I meant to say. Yeah, it's all negotiable, okay? All right. So now let's continue on. Yummy Yum Yum cheered and said, have you ever considered doing charity streams or co-streaming with other streamers? Yum Yum Yum, Yummy Yum Yums, you must not be a long-time viewer. I've talked about this over the years, but I'll talk about it a little bit again. When I first moved across the country, okay, to Washington State from Connecticut, I was much more popular than I am now. And I wanted to do a charity event in 2015. All right, I was in talks with other streamers. This was before a lot of things had changed. This is when the Creatures were still together. And this is when I had some ties to other streamers and stuff. And what I was going to do, a big charity event that was going to last at least 1, if not 2 days. It was going to have guests on it. I was starting up talks with certain other streamers to see if they would want to be on my stream to help raise money for charity. And I had other things like special events planned, all right, that was going to all go down during this charity event. But in 2015, for whatever reason, that was the absolute worst year ever for trolling. Let's see what happened that year. I was DDoS attacked constantly. I got swatted. I had false copyright strikes against my DSPGaming channel for multiple various bullshit reasons that destroyed the channel basically forever and made it so that it never showed up in YouTube search rankings ever again and basically cost me, no exaggeration, tens of thousands of dollars a year of what revenue I would have been making because these people fucked with me. So basically 2015 was an insanely bad year for me. And after doing, I'm not even kidding, months of planning to try to make this charity event happen during that summer, I said, I guess I need to just not do it. Because the bottom line is, if I do it, more than likely, the whole event's just going to fall apart with trolling. And I actually was, in particular, I had talked to SSOHPKC earlier that year about doing it. And he was like, dude, just to forewarn you, there's so many fucking disgusting people out there. We were doing a stream. Now, keep in mind, the Creatures don't usually have, like, a lot of negative attention or anything against them. Now, of course, they don't exist anymore. But back when they did, they were known as mostly a positive group. They had done a charity stream, and they got fucking swatted during the charity stream, which ruined the whole event for them, and the whole thing basically kind of was screwed up. And he's like, just to fucking forewarn you, if you do it, expect the worst, because these people are fucked in the head. And I was like, dude, I'm not even talking about doing it yet, and these people are fucking with me so bad. Can you imagine now if I actually tried to go through with this charity event? So the bottom line is, I canceled the whole thing. I completely canceled the whole thing and basically never went back to it. Because since then, and this is being very truthful with all of you, since then, I've just had a lot of financial problems because primarily they fucked me over that year with my YouTube channel. Keep in mind, 2015, I was doing 100% revenue off of YouTube. I was making no money whatsoever from streaming. And since then, it was just a decline every year because they just kept messing with my fucking income. Time and time again, everything they could find to fuck me over on my YouTube channel, these trolls did. So, I wish I could. I wish right now I could say, guess what, guys? For 2 days, I'm not going to worry about my income. I'm going to do a charity event. I can't. I'm not even kidding you. I told you. I'm appealing to you guys for tips just to get through this month to pay my bills. I can't do that. I'm not at the flexibility to fucking do it because of what these people have done to me over the years. I wish I could, but I'm not. I'm in a terrible position right now. All right? So, I would definitely consider doing a charity event maybe in the future, all right, if things would calm down or whatever. But right now, I'm just in a terrible position. Maybe someday, all right? As for co-op streaming, no. I have no interest in co-op streaming or anything like that right now with anybody else. Brings too much drama, brings too much negativity. I'd much rather just focus on my own shit. And every once in a while, if I could have someone like Brian or Kekken join me for a special co-op event stream or something like doing, Mortal Kombat, or maybe later this year doing Borderlands 3, that's different. But no, I'm not looking to jump out and reach out to another streamer out there and do some kind of a co-op thing. Okay? Alrighty then. Yummy Yum Yums cheered again, said, would you consider selling me the Joker statue? Well, Yummy Yum Yums, I don't really know who the heck you are. In fact, I think that this is the first time I've even seen you in my stream chat. It's not out of the question, but at the same time, a lot of people troll me in regards to this stuff, so chances are I'm probably not really going to take you too seriously or even really believe you that much that you're that interested in the Joker statue. But you can always email me at darksidefil@hotmail.com and at least start a dialogue, okay? UBS flat rate did a 100-bit cheer. Excuse me, USPS flat rate did a 100-bit cheer. Incidentally, they're the top cheer of the day. I actually wish that the USPS flat rate stuff was much better, but it's not. Their flat rate boxes are terrible. They're really small. None of my collectibles would fit in a USPS flat rate box. Like I said, it's only 12 inches or less, and all of my statues and things are bigger than a foot long. So, all right. Lilith1838 has subscribed for 2 months in a row. And says, thanks for uploading your content to YouTube. Even if you make less money there are so many playthroughs to enjoy. I don't think I'll even see them all in my lifetime. Watching your Persona 3 playthrough and really enjoying it so far. Yes, Lilith, thank you for calling attention to that. I basically upload all of my archived streams to DSPGaming on YouTube because I realize people cannot be here live every day. And in reality, most people don't have every day off to sit here and enjoy a live stream with me. And I get that. My focus is the live streaming stuff, but for those who cannot be there, that's why I keep that archive, regardless of the fact that I really, at this point, make almost nothing over there. I'm not even exaggerating. It's been so bad, and I was hoping this year things would pick up, and they're not. They're basically just getting just slower, and I don't know if I'm ever going to make anything significant off of YouTube ever again, but I keep doing it basically for the long-time viewers who have only watched me on YouTube, and for those who cannot attend every stream. So I'll put up with it for as long as I possibly can for you guys, okay? Thank you for the resub. Spawn Killer, to me $4. That was the top tip of the day. And says, what did you do with your game posters like Ghostbusters? That's a good question. So for those who don't know what Spawn Killer's talking about, when I lived in the condo in Connecticut, my small place where I created, videos from 2009 to 2014, I had posters all over. I had Duke Nukem, Street Fighter, Ghostbusters, among others. When I moved out, I gave them away. I gave a lot of them away to people like John Rambo, Howard, other people, who had attended my final CT gathering. I was taking stuff down and I was giving stuff out because I knew I wasn't going to want to take that stuff with me. So all those posters are gone. They were all given away during my move. So, all right. So Spawn Killer, you're the top the top tipper for today. Let's go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. Shit. And yes, his name is actually spelled with only one L. I didn't misspell that. Okay. Excuse me. Zalex Kane tipped me $1 and says, I have now sent you an email about the removing of my ban that I got in March of last year. I want to come back to the community, please. Well, I will have to review that email. I haven't seen it yet. At least I don't think I have. So I'd be more than happy to review it. Thank you for emailing me and doing it the right way, rather than trying to appeal here on the stream. If you've already sent it to me, you want to send it again, because I don't currently think I have any emails about that kind of stuff. So resend your email to me, and I will review it, okay? Fair enough? Thank you for the $1 tip as well. Let me go ahead and update the total tips. Okay. All right, so Liquid Hindo looks like he got an unban. Hopefully he's going to learn from his lesson and not say trolling stupid shit in the stream chat like he did last night. Welcome back, Liquid Hindo. Please try to behave. And Infinite actually gifted a sub to Liquid Hindo. So there you go. So thank you, Infinite, for the ongoing support. I appreciate that. All right, let's check a few things. First of all, let's take a look and see if sub count has changed at all. It has. We're down to only 4 subs. So that kind of sucks. Only 4 people. No, I'm kidding. We're at 446 subscribers, so actually the subs went up a little bit today. Again, guys, we're trying to hit 500 subs this month to make the retrospective event happen, so please consider subbing. What I'd like to do is take this opportunity to give shout-outs to the top cheerers of the week. Okay? I'd like to give shout-out to the top cheerers of the week who have contributed so far. Keep in mind, these are only people who've cheered in the last day, because this leaderboard, this cheering leaderboard, resets on Sunday nights. So there's only been 1 day here of progress. Let's go ahead here. Let's see. Okay. So first of all, we have a tie for 9th place between Freddie B. Mackin and Superflash82. 8th place goes to Yummy Yum Yums, who has been cheering this morning. 7th place is Bent Boxer. 6th place is Tantamounter. 5th place goes to Golden Colts. 4th place goes to Orcs oh my god. Orcs Are Dorks 7. I don't know, I couldn't say that. 3rd place is Talk Shit Get Kissed. 7th place is Almighty Turban. And in 1st place today, Mr. Papavera. No surprise, because these 3 guys were in a cheering war yesterday during my Days Gone stream, and I'm much appreciated for that. You know, we don't see cheer wars here too often, and when they happen, they can be pretty fun, and you guys were going at it yesterday. So thank you guys very much for that support, okay? All right, so last but not least, Infinite55 actually just gifted another sub to Fluttershy1970. So thank you very much to Infinite for another sub. And obviously, congrats to Fluttershy on receiving said gifted sub. Hope you enjoy. I know he will, because he's a longtime viewer. All right. I think it's now time to end the pre-show.